Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back to some more Fallout 4 PS5 edition. My name's Raven from the Sky. Let's play.
Trust yourself with the Pridwin's crew. Are you ready for your next assignment, brother?
Go, I'm ready, bro. What's the assignment?
What sort of assignment are we talking about?
The kind of assignment where all of the training you've done
brief summary.
finally begins
Brief
to pay off.
debrief.
Let's get right to it then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach. To make matters worse, they're sitting on top of a massive stockpile of Fat Man shells we could use in our campaign. I want you to head over there, wipe out everything that moves, and secure that stockpile. Understood?
Super mutants?
Super mutants? I thought the enemy was the Institute.
Super mutants are no better than Sentinels. They're a reminder of man's folly when it comes to harnessing technology. Whether it's using biochemistry to manipulate genes, or trying to create life from a bunch of circuits. It's the wrong path for science. As members of the Brotherhood, it's our sworn duty to exterminate these abominations in every form. So,
they're abominations.
Can I count on you to get the job done?
Yes, you can. Fat Man shells. Let me see.
What do these shells do?
The Fat Man launcher is an essential part of the Brotherhood arsenal. It's a miniature nuclear payload in a man-portable format. A squad of troops armed with one of these is virtually unstoppable. If you ever have the pleasure of firing one of them, allow me to give you a word of advice. Don't fire one of them in close quarters. There won't be enough of you to bury in a shoebox. That enough to go on?
Yep. Oh, we've already fired one at, what's his name? Kellogg. Had to use that to beat him. Didn't have to, but it kind of like, put the finishing touches on it. Consider it done.
Consider it done.
Look,
what I was to say, it was a waste of time.
You're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips.
It'll be a pleasure to exterminate them.
Everybody's got
Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed and ready to depart. Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong and wipe those dirty mutants from the face of the earth.
Dude, okay.
Dismissed.
Oh, we get to use the vertibird. Vertibird gunship. Everybody's got battle scars on their face. And one of those from Death Claws. Now, I'll fight a Death Claw. Now, I'm not scared of Death Claws in this thing. The vertibird. I mean, you just shred them. That's how you just shred them off. But when you one-on-one with the Great One, you are going to be scared. Yes, Death Claws are the Great One of the Wasteland. Even more so, that's more feared than super mutants. We've already ran in super mutants before anyway, but I think those big old Incredible Hulk roided up muties are that's nothing. You guys, if you've been watching the channel, you've already seen a Death Claw. That thing is insane. You do not want to be running to a Death Claw and you level 5. You will get destroyed. You will get destroyed. You will be destroyed. You will be destroyed. In the words of Bone Crusher from Def Jam. You guys ever play that game? Def Jam Fight for New York? Oh, where are they? Oh! See ya. Oh, a behemoth. A behemoth. That's the only other thing that I would fear just as bad as a Death Claw is a behemoth. You definitely don't want to. Look at that. That skull means he's just insanely strong and he'll one-eyed kill us if we were on the ground facing him 1v1. That's another thing. That's the one thing that can beat a Death Claw. Gonna have a hell of a lot of trouble doing it, but he can do it.
Look at that thing, please. I'm gonna find a place to set her down. And then hike
I don't set her down yet, man. What are you talking about? Set her down. What are you doing? We got the advantage. Unless that's it. Up there. We probably gotta clear that building out. Go in there, clean it out. Just shred the building. What would happen if you're exploring and you come across this area? You get destroyed. Unless you're like level 100. right here on this minigun. Ah! Dude, that thing's hot. Secure Fort Strong. That was easy. That was easy. I guess synth right arm. 10% chance to disarm a melee attacker on hit. You leaving us?
Being in the open like this is tactically irresponsible.
Oh, you don't say. You don't say. Let's see what's what we got here in the surrounding area. What are they carrying here? What did that behemoth have? He probably had a legendary item. That's a great way. Having that vertibird, man. That's a great way to farm like legendary stuff. That's a grip. I want to be over. I don't like traveling over encumbered. You know, take a bunch of chems just to be able to walk around, take a bunch of buff out and psycho buff. Like the psycho buff is insane. I try to use those like during battle versus trying to take a more strategic, practical approach and not just carry every single thing. You don't need to carry a bunch of junk. I mean, you can, and then you just scrap it all to build your communities or whatever. You're gonna need stuff that's usually from junk. So, in a way, you need it, but you don't need it. I don't know how to explain it. You don't need to be walking around with a bunch of crap weighing you down, and you can't even efficiently battle. You know. All right, Behemoth. What'd you have? Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. They're in a shopping cart full of rocks that they use as weapons. Boulders that they use as weapons. He said, okay, shotgun, flamer fuel, death plumbing. I can sell that. Ooh, we can make stuff out of that. That's pretty heavy on all in itself. Combat rifle, extended flamer. Oh man, how much? The weight of that is 18 pounds, man. We're already at 276 pounds. Can you imagine? I could not walk. Could you walk around carrying 276 pounds of gear? Oh my God. Sturdy leather chest piece. I'll take one. Look at that. That was 9 pounds. An extended flamer. 305. It gets heavier than that. I could just give it to him. Because that's good when facing like the Mirelurk Queen and a bunch of Mirelurks. The flamer. Good for cleaning houses, but you gotta tech up to that. Tech into those big weapons. That's a big weapon. To really get the use out of it. Definitely those cap stash. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and go inside that building. It's kind of coming back to me. You gotta go in there and clean that out, I think. I can't remember if there's any in there, but if it is, we have to clean it out. Can I get rid of this? The crosshair? Well, what's on the outside here? Nothing. A plaque with nothing. Why don't you fire those cannons? Ooh, a cannon. That is. There's ammo, but let me see how much does that weigh? None? What? Hold up. Ammo doesn't have. Oh, that's right. I'm playing on Cupcake. If I played on survival difficulty, then the ammo would have weight, so you couldn't just hoard a bunch of ammo. If your ammo has weight in Fallout 76 as well, you just easily just sell it off, put it on your little marketplace. That's the best way to make money in Fallout 76. Is like to put stuff on your little marketplace. And it's not hard to start that up because there's always crap to
seems
sell.
To be in disarray. Wonder if this is
recent.
Probably is recent. Oh, see, look, I just heard him. Here. Hey. Who's there?
So boring.
Oh.
That's so
About to spruce up here in a minute.
Nice try.
I have my dog on. My power armor. But you get something in the Brotherhood though. It's in that bay. Bay 3. Huh? Oh! Drop it. I think if I remember correctly, you get a super mutant companion. Oh! I think I struck a nerve with him. You see him? He aggroed. Like turned to the Incredible Hulk. Freaking aggroed. Gumdrops. Pencil. That stupid thing. Clear out this inventory. Just grab a bunch of stuff to scrap it all. I'll take into that though. Get more out of it. Shopping basket. Cram. Shortening. What you even said it. Why do you even bother taking that cram? Cram. That's meat. I don't want no cram. Although if you had some sugar bombs though. Them sugar bombs. Okay. Them sugar bombs. He hit. Electronic. That's just spoiled food. So what we got here? Cola. Find out I'm a bit parched. We are a bit parched. Even though it isn't like Fallout 76 where we have to manage hunger. Man, just for health. Unless, I can't remember if Survival's difficulty does that. Because I felt like Fallout 3 I think was that way. You had to sleep and manage hunger. Oh, I'm trying to think. Man, that helps with damage. Liquid cola. Overdrive. I think we're good. Those sugar bombs, though. Stealth boy, slip bean soup. We need to make that. Noodle cups. Those noodles. Gotta love that. Them noodles. Ramen noodle, Molotov cocktail. Not bad, no board. That's about it. Aluminum canister.
I hear something. I'm right here.
Clean this place out. Oh!
Over there.
See ya. And I wouldn't want to be ya. Dude, you definitely wouldn't want to be no super mutant. I mean, maybe some of you would. Oh, I guess it depends on the play style. Giant brute green dude running around a wasteland just one punching everybody, right? Some of you that already did those low health builds. Because you got a bunch of radiation. They're like giant ghouls running around. Big brute. Big tank build, and you're a freaking ghoul. This is about as close as a super mutant as you're gonna get. I don't know, what's worse, ghouls or super mutants? Fort Strong key. And a bottle cap.
Hell yeah.
Permanently more difficult to detect while sneaking. Oh, don't tempt me. You're tempting me to make a sneak build.
Remain vigilant. This place may appear abandoned, but that doesn't mean we should.
Marksman 45 pipe rifle. 5. That'll make me over encumbered. Yep. 45. Pipe rifle. Powerful pipe revolver. What do we got here? General Brock's report. As of today, command of Fort Strong is passed to me. I am looking forward to helping the U.S. Army test some its experimental weapon systems at our facility. I've already had the men preparing the island for testing operations by tearing down the old barracks and constructing a simulated town. Since we'll be fighting the enemy on an urban front, I think the best way to test these weapons is by seeing how well they punch through civilian structures. Okay, September. We've been testing the new batch of T-51B power army suits that the Army Corps of Engineers just rolled off the assembly line. I'm impressed with the amount of protection they afford our soldiers, yet allow them a great deal of mobility. I've noticed that the soldiers are still having trouble jumping in these things because of the suit's weight. They often tip over. They all tip over on hard landings. I've had the maintenance boys look at it and they're suggesting adding a gyroscope and shock absorbers to the lower torso. I'll pass it up the chain and see if I can get Washington to spend the extra money it'll cost for the modification. Things are starting to heat up overseas, so Washington is pushing us to cut our project turnaround times in half. I told him that would be dangerous, but it seems like we don't have much of a choice. I've decided to split my staff into Alpha Team and Bravo Team so we can work on 2 projects at the same time. The manpower will be reduced, but I am convinced that we'll still be able to maintain our new schedule. I'm going to put Alpha Team on the power armor and Bravo on the new M42 Fat Man launchers. So this is the... Here is where the Fat Mans were birthed, huh? Remain. I wonder is there one here? I already have one. That thing is too heavy to carry. I might just give it to what's her name? Dance. Alpha Team just shipped out the first batch of T-51B suits to the front in China. Reports are already coming in that the suits are performing better than expected, chewing through enemy tanks and armor like they were paper. Word has it, some of the enemy troops are even surrendering when they catch sight of the power armor troops hauling their 5mm miniguns. Looks like Alpha Team has earned themselves a weekend pass in Boston. Bravo Team is having a heck of a time getting the M42s not to shoot far enough away from its firing position. The problem is that the warhead is still too heavy to fire the distance required. Our simulated soldiers are still soaking far too many rads and suffering blast burns. One of the technicians has suggested a radical idea of using a conventional depleting subcharge to catapult the round rapidly out of the launcher. Its calculations look sound, so I'm going to let him give it a try. After a few design setbacks and the loss of one of our testing squads, we finally perfected the M42 launcher's firing mechanism. Washington has been riding me to wrap this project up, but with the weapon this potent, I was inclined to take my time. We've sent the launchers ahead to the supply yard in Mississippi, and we're just waiting for the go-ahead to ship the warheads wherever they need to go. Hopefully, we can get those nukes out of here before the month is out. I don't feel comfortable sleeping 20 feet above enough nukes to reduce this island to ash. Is that right? What do we have here? Mag laser pistol. Free money. Where's the freaking... I know there's a Fat Man here. This is his office. There's got to be... See, if this is where they were, there's got to be one here somewhere. So this is just back out to the entrance. What the heck? Let's see if we can go upstairs. They're way upstairs. Yeah, this elevator. Let's go. Let's go, people. Place we haven't been. I bet you there's got to be a Fat Man here. Mission like this, they could give us one to test out. Give us one, and then if we didn't take out that behemoth, probably test it out of the behemoth, but ain't nobody waiting around. Shoot, darn behemoth, ain't nobody waiting around to test no darn nuke. Darn behemoth to smash you into a pancake, human pancake, meat pie. Meat pie. That's what you're gonna become.
Watch your step. There's quite a bit of debris here.
You don't say, as if I don't have eyes.
No green stuff here.
Uh-oh. More freaking super mutants. Lovely. Really collect purified water. I got water at Sanctuary. I really don't need to do that.
What? Who's
What?
there? What's that?
Over there!
Get him!
Got him. Oh! Oh! God.
Not gonna make this easy for you.
God. Is that it? Reduce him to a pile of ash. Ash spawn. Y'all remember the ash spawn from Elder Scrolls? Maybe I should play that again. Think they gave that. Didn't they give that a next gen update too? I can't remember. You know, sometimes I feel like going back to Skyrim. I wonder how far along they on Elder Scrolls 6. Shoot. So launch already got one of those. Wonder how far along. We haven't heard anything since the trail. They teased it back in, what was it? What was that, E3 2018? I think they teased it. Haven't heard nothing since. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Things are getting tough around here. Brock has decided to split our men into two teams. I drew one of the short straws, so I ended up on M42 Fat Man Launcher Team, while most of my buddies are sitting pretty upstairs with the T-51B suits. Alright, I can't even begin to describe what a ridiculous idea the M42 is. A man-portable mini-nuke thrower that a trooper in the field is supposed to deploy at close range. What? That is a mini-nuke. You and the squad you're trying to nuke are gonna... Oh man. Can be reduced to ash. I've been poring over the schematics, and I have no idea how we're going to get this thing to throw a warhead far enough not to kill the soldier unlucky enough to be stuck with these death traps. Even in power armor. You know, it's dangerous. We've stripped the warhead weight down as much as possible, but I think we're looking at this the wrong way. Instead of trying to reduce the warhead weight, we should try to amp the power on the thrower itself. Right. That's right. I know that means adding weight to it, to an already heavy piece of ordnance, but I don't think we have any choice. One of the guys suggested we try magnetics to push the warhead through like a railgun, but the power pack would need to be the size of a suitcase. I'll keep picking away at this problem and see what I can turn up. We lost 2 good soldiers this morning. They were on the surface testing a MIRV variant of the launcher. One of the warheads misfired and hit the ground right where they were standing. Oh my god. Poor bastards didn't even have a chance. We couldn't even find any remains to send home to their folks. So Brock told us just to fill some cans with sand. Oh my land. Are you kidding me? I'll tell you, that guy doesn't give a crap about us. He's just worried about the brass back in Washington giving him a hard time. I was in bed last night when I had one of those eureka moments. I ran over to the night shift guys in the lab, swept all of the drawings on the floor, and starting sketching my idea. They must have thought I lost my mind 6 hours and about 14 cups of coffee later, and I had it all mapped out. We used a small subcharge as a launching catalyst to catapult the warhead from the launcher. We'd have plenty of range, and the subcharge could be built into the warhead itself. Brock seemed to like the plan and gave us the go-ahead to prototype the device. I can't wait to try it out. It took the better part of a year and over 100 test firings, but the M42 is ready to be shipped out to the field. I can't believe I spent over a year on this single project. I feel pretty good knowing we're delivering a well-tested weapon to our own guys fighting overseas. Now that it's over, I suppose Brock will move us on to something else. But for now, I'm going to spend the rest of the month packing up these warheads to ship off the base. Okay, so I wonder, is there anything down here? Bottle caps. Money, money, monies! We definitely need the monies. So we can buy the gear. The shiny new gear. To impress the wasteland honeys. We need the monies to impress the honeys. No money, no honey. Right? Alright, Red X. You play so much of this, you know, by look at the bottle, you know what it is. Look at the bottle, you know what it is before you pick it up. What else we got here, ladies and gentlemen? Nothing. Mini nuke, mini nuke. Need all the mini nukes we can carry. Oh, this must be what they were. Like the circuit board or something. Stim pack. All that. Shotgun running, all that stuff. Let's circle around. Here it is. Here it is. This is what I was looking for. I knew they were down here. And whenever you find like a secret bunker or something, that's you hear that soundtrack change, it's like letting you know. You hit the payload, the mother load. It's a shame none of them are open, so we can't get like unlimited Fat Mans. You would think that you could like pry one open. But I can't even remember if you get a free Fat Man from here or not. I can't even remember. You're gonna have to just keep searching, but I don't see it. Dun 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 dun. They gave us the encore music, but we didn't get nothing out of it. Or maybe I just missed it. My poor looting skills, and I walk right past it. I've done that before. Don't act like you haven't. Do not act like you have. Oh, Nuka Cherry. I don't know, it's not really rare for. Nuka Orange and Grape is like rare. Maybe early game, but it seemed like, maybe because of the difficulty setup, it seemed like it's not that hard to come by. Fallout 76 is harder to come by. In my opinion. Okay, cartridge. What else we got? That it? Red X. Canister. Document. We can turn those in at the Brotherhood. Light bulb. What's in here? I can't believe it. We don't get no god doggone free Fat Man, man. We don't get a free fatty. Buff out and Red X kind of look the same. I almost called it Red X, but it already popped on the screen and it was Buff out. So I guess that's it. So we just head on back. There's nothing else really we can do. Just head on back. Right away, please. Let's check over here. We get anything? So we can. Bottle caps. That's like a godsend. You get more freaking buff out. Blue canister. Canister. Pocketed. I had it pocketed. I need rank 2. I need to unlock some rank 2 mods. That's what I need to do. Psycho. Get leather out of it. Just take it back to the jump. Take it back to Sanctuary. Let me stop running my mouth and complete the mission.
Dance?
Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
I was just doing what Elder Maxon asked. No more, no less.
Well, it's good to see you dealt with them the Brotherhood way. These monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come the synths. I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand?
Before I do more
It would
Institute
be
missions,
Armageddon
I'm gonna have to
repeated,
freaking
and maybe the end of
dismiss him.
everything that we hold dear. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
Armageddon.
How could synths bring about our destruction?
If the synths reached the point where they outnumbered mankind,
Ah,
how long would it take for them to decide we were no longer necessary?
bro, that's some Terminator.
They certainly possess the capability to make more of their
Ish.
own kind, so we'd become expendable. And with Institute technology on their side, nothing could stop them, not even the Brotherhood.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare scenario almost too terrible to contemplate. Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured these warheads. You should head back up to the Prydwen and talk to Maxon. I'm sure he'll want to debrief you as soon as possible. Dismissed. Call
Okay.
me old-fashioned, but there's nothing better than being boots on the ground.
I know, right? You gotta love boots on the ground. Well, I didn't think of it that way. If the synths outnumber mankind, then they just take over, and they would. I feel like they would. It's like, we don't need you anymore. He makes a point. It's expendable. You become expendable, and then it turns to Terminator 2 Judgment Day. That's the storyline. It already sounds like that. It already sounds like that. Let's get the heck out of here. The heck, I'm all turned around. The heck out of here. Get debriefed. Might do 1 or 2 more, and then I'm gonna start doing some of these side missions. Level up some more. Gonna halt on this main quest line for a little bit and do some side missions. They're equally as fun to me. They're not like boring and cardboard cutout. I think you get a cannon too, and I don't know if it's one of the DLCs or what, but I think you get a cannon somewhere. And if not, I think that junk jet can shoot it too. I'm not mistaken. Or am I mistaken? Yes, Raven, you're mistaken. Bacon. Alright, Paladin Dance. Heading back up to see Elder Maxon to get debriefed.
The Commonwealth is a dangerous place.
But I'm at dismiss dance when we do Miss2 mission. I'm gonna get like super disliked. Every time we help the Institute out, dislike. He's just going, man, I don't want to work with you anymore. And he might snitch us out.
Outstanding work at Fort Strong.
Aggro the Brotherhood before we even finish the story.
What happens at Fort Strong now?
Paladin Dance is supervising the transfer of the Fat Man warheads to the Prydwen. They'll provide quite an edge to our arsenal. I've also ordered a detachment to occupy the location and use it as a staging area to protect the eastern side of the airport. All in all, you handed us quite a valuable location.
Ah,
It was an honor fighting for the Brotherhood.
I'm glad you feel that way, because our mission here has only just begun. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers with the best. That's why I'm giving you these. Signal
Oh.
grenades can call a vertibird to your location when you need aerial transport. Simply throw one to the ground, and the vertibird will hone in on the unique electromagnetic smoke it emits. Once you're aboard, use the map on your Pip-Boy to interface with the pilot's navigation system, so he'll be able to take you wherever you need.
Wow.
Will the vertibird stay and help me fight?
I'm afraid I can't spare a fully armed gunship for this task. A standard transport will have to suffice. Of course, nothing stopping you from using the door gun while in flight.
I like the sound of that.
Thank you, Elder. I'll make good use of them.
I expect that you will. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply the first step towards the liberation of the Commonwealth. An even greater task lies ahead. Our latest intelligence tells us you've infiltrated the Institute and liberated a valuable holotape from their facility. I'm quite disappointed you chose to build the signal interceptor without the Brotherhood Knight. However, you've secured passage to and from their facility, which was one of our primary goals. So, I'm willing to overlook your lapse in judgment, since you've unexpectedly accelerated our plans. I now have 2 missions for you to complete. First and foremost, I want you to bring that holotape to Proctor Ingram right away. There could be data vital to the success of our mission on that tape, so we can't afford to take any chances. The second part of your mission requires a bit of background to explain. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process, we were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison Lee, a noted mind in the field of nuclear engineering.
Huh.
How did the Brotherhood meet Dr. Lee?
She was part of a civilian project in the capital wasteland that the Brotherhood appropriated. It wasn't difficult to convince her to stay. That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining order in the capital wasteland. After some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood and exiled herself to the Commonwealth. We're fairly certain that her intent was to make contact with the Institute.
I'm surprised that the Brotherhood let her go.
Had I been in command, I wouldn't have allowed it to happen. She was a valuable asset. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Lee's whereabouts.
I know I'm carrying too much, I can't
she's
run.
Still alive. Make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel. There's a special project we're working on, and it needs her attention.
Consider it done, Elder.
Very good. Very good. Just keep your mind on the mission, and don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck, Knight.
All right then.
Sensors green, getting a 3-second ping.
And I'm gonna stop here for that, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go again. I know I'm carrying too much. You cannot run. Jesus, how many times are they gonna tell you? I think it's obvious by how slow you're moving. We can read the weight. Anyway, thanks for watching. My name is Raven from the Sky. If you enjoyed the episode, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, series grow. Take care,
Superstructure integrity,
and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.
hull plating
Peace out.
stable.
Reactor at 100%